Hello, and welcome to this Linked POS training video. In this video, we're going to be talking about tax rules in Linked POS. There are two main tax rules in Linked POS: item tax and invoice tax. In this video, we're going to be talking about invoice tax specifically. Linked POS offers you the ability to have multiple tax rules applied at the same time. For example, the country you operate in may have a federal tax and a local tax. So, Linked POS helps you manage taxation without interfering with your business efficiency. To add a new invoice tax rule, head on over to the Rules tab. In the drop-down that appears, move your mouse over to Tax Rules and click on this Invoice Tax Rules button. This will open up the table with all existing invoice tax rules in Linked POS. Note that when you first install Linked POS, this table will be empty. To add a new invoice tax rule into Linked POS, click on the green plus sign in the top left corner. This will open up the form that allows you to add a new rule. Start off by giving this rule a name. As this is an invoice tax, I'll be calling this rule the General Sales Tax, or GST for short. Next, choose the type. There are two main types that can be chosen. The percentage option means that the tax will be a percentage of the total value of the invoice. The fixed option means that a specific amount will be deducted from the total value of the invoice. In the next field, enter the percentage or the fixed amount you want to apply to the rule. Next comes the Applies to field. You can choose all if you want to apply the tax to every invoice. If you choose conditional in the Applies to field, you'll see an additional field pop up. This field has two options that can be chosen. You can choose to apply a tax on an invoice if the total number of items on that invoice exceeds a set value. Or you can choose to apply a tax if the total value of the invoice exceeds a set value. So, in the next field, enter the minimum amount of items there must be before this tax is applicable. Next, choose the start date and the end date. The start date denotes when the rule will start applying. The end date denotes when the rule will stop applying to invoices. And hit save. As you can see, the rule has been added to your list. If you ever want a detailed view of the rule, you can double click on it and it opens up the viewer. Note that you cannot edit a rule once it has been created because it may cause inconsistencies in maintaining your accounting books. If you ever want to change something in a rule, you can deactivate it by choosing the rule and clicking on this edit button. This will open up the edit window. You can change the status to inactive and you will see the rule disappear. When you head on over to the sales terminal and proceed to conduct a transaction, you will see that this tax is applied. Note that when you first install Linked POS, the default layout of the sales terminal window does not show the tax section. You can change the layout of the window by heading on over to the sales terminal options window. Start off by adding the items, and you will see the tax rule being implemented. In some instances, you may have multiple tax and discount rules applied. To see which rules are currently applied to an item or an invoice, move your mouse over to the item or the tax section. A tooltip will appear showing you all the currently applied tax rules. We hope you find this video helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below.